Hi everyone. So my house, I live out in the country, and I'm sitting here in my office, which actually faces the front of my house, and my office window is right here behind me. And I'm looking at this tree, and I don't know if you can tell, it's more looks like a bush now, because this bush has kind of grown up around the tree. When we bought the house new almost a year ago now, this tree was really it was small, but it was beautiful, and I loved it sitting out in my office looking out at the tree. And then living here, we had some ice storms, which I've never experienced after living in Southern California for 45 years and then moving to the country. So the ice storms came and they just killed all the life on top of the tree. So we've got the tree trunk left and these little branches, but I don't know if they're beyond repair. But I don't have a green thumb, and no one in my house does, so we haven't figured out what to do with it yet. But anyways, this bush has kind of grown up on its own. I don't know if that's a weed or what, but I got to thinking as I was meeting with one of my new clients. I did a first session a few minutes ago. I actually just did our introductory call. And as I'm sitting there, I'm looking out my window, and I noticed this, and I took pleasure in the bush that's grown up, and I realized I've been kind of disappointed for the last few months of the tree. It's just kind of died, and it was something I used to enjoy looking out at. And I got to thinking about expectations and how expectations are a killer in life. And it got me thinking that this tree, although I first looked really good and when we bought the house and I liked the tree, then adjusting to country life, figured out that a lot of vegetation just doesn't make it during the winter storms. And I was really disappointed. And yet this weed or bush has kind of grown up around it, and I've come to really appreciate it and enjoy it. I'm not sure what to do with what's left of the tree, if it's salvageable or not. I'll find out. Hopefully if somebody knows, you can put it in the comments how to resurrect it. But either way, I get to decide whether to stay in my disappointment or let it turn to frustration or bitterness, or I get to choose whether I take joy and pride in this green bush that's grown up and enjoy the view of that. And I also get to decide what I get to do with that tree, if I'm going to try to fix it or Google it or ask some neighbors who have green thumbs. But I get to choose. And so I just wanted to share that thought with you today. Life often doesn't turn out like we like. This is not the health I wanted, the body that I wanted. This is not necessarily the career, not speaking about myself, but some of you are, man, this is not the job or the career I wanted. This is not the spouse I wanted. This is not the whatever, fill in the blank. And that can be really crushing and devastating. And yet, if we stay in that place, we miss out on a lot of wonderful things that might grow up in its place. So I just want to encourage you to think about the expectations you have and the disappointments you felt because of those expectations. And if you want to stay in that place, or if it might be time to look at moving out of some of those places. Anyways, hope that encourages some of you. Have a great day.